How should you best use OneNote, Planner and To-Do? I'm David Stiernholm, and in this week's episode of the Structure podcast Done, I explain what you should use these three popular tools for, and not. But first, AI is the hottest thing right now, but many people I meet wonder what they can use the new AI technology for in their daily work. How can AI make your workday more efficient, time-saving and stress-free? I've been experimenting with AI since ChatGPT came into the light in the fall of 2022, and I benefit greatly every day from all the applications I've found, and continually find, of course. That's why I share my best concrete AI tips in my new talk, AI in your workday, save time, be more efficient and reduce stress. In it, you'll get ideas that you can apply immediately. Book this talk for your meeting in June. There's high demand for my available days right now, so ask me to secure your summer kickoff date today and take a closer look at the talk via the link in the show notes. Do you know what sets OneNote, Planner and To-Do apart? All three are apps in the Microsoft 365 suite that many of my clients use. They all have great features, but for three completely different purposes. Too often I see my clients writing things in To-Do that would be better suited for OneNote and putting something in Planner that would have been perfect for To-Do. This makes their work unnecessarily complicated and exposes them to the risk of wasting time when they need it the most. As I see it, each of the three tools is best for this. OneNote, for meeting notes and other notes on things that are relevant to you now and that you may want to find at an indefinite time in the future. Because you can make very free notes and still organize them in a structured way. To-Do, for your to-do list, because To-Do can collect all your to-do tasks and has good connections to Outlook, OneNote, Planner, Teams Chat and other tools in Microsoft 365. Planner, for the plan for everything each person in the work group or the project has to do, because here you can get a clear overview of who is supposed to do what, when, and how far you've come on each major task. When you mix the uses of the three apps, you make things difficult for yourself. For example, I see clients writing information that they need to remember but that should never be completed as a to-do task in To-Do. It could be something like, for customer category A, apply discount terms B. What's the problem with this? Well, their to-do list then contains both tasks that need to be done and checked off, as well as things that don't need to be done and shouldn't be checked off, but on the surface, they look like the same thing. Instead, use OneNote or another place for this type of information. I also see them writing their to-do list on a page in OneNote. Well, what's the problem with that? Well, even though they can put a checkbox before tasks in OneNote, the list quickly becomes unmanageable. They see everything at once, but at the same time, it isn't easy to sort it by priority, deadline, time consumption, or similar. Use To-Do for your to-do list instead. And I see them keeping track of everything they have to do personally in Planner. And the problem with this is that since the to-do list is preferably complete and contains everything you have to do, the board quickly becomes overwhelming if each task is added as a card. Or it becomes difficult to get an overview of all tasks if the cards instead represent larger activities or projects, and the actual to-do tasks are in checklists on each card. Instead, try using To-Do for your to-do list. Do this. If you recognize that you mix the uses of Planner, OneNote and To-Do, take some time to clarify what you use them for. If you find good-to-know information in To-Do, move it to OneNote. If you find to-do tasks in meeting notes in OneNote, move them to To-Do or set an Outlook flag to automatically end up in To-Do while remaining in the meeting notes in OneNote. And if you have to-do tasks in checklists in cards in Planner, check to make sure they are also in To-Do or move them there so you don't have to-do tasks in multiple places and miss out on the excellent overview. Because if you clarify what you use OneNote, Planner and To-Do for, you will have the right information in the right place. In your to-do list, everything will be able to be checked off, and you won't have to navigate around and ignore other information that's there when you're choosing which task to tackle next. When you need to write something down, you no longer have to hesitate about where to put it, but you can place it directly where it belongs and quickly move on. Of the mentioned apps, Planner is used the least by the people I help. Therefore, if you do, I'm curious to hear how you use it. Please write to me and tell me at david@stiernholm.com. I'm happy to listen. Do you have a colleague who would benefit from clarifying their app usage even more? Please share this tip with them, because the more people in our surroundings who also work in a structured manner, the smoother our work days will be. Thank you for today, and see you again next week.